welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title, I am going to be showing you guys how I did this layers braids. So these braids are not really my strength, but for some reason she comes to me like all the time to get hers done, and she always get them all the way to her butt. And then we usually customize the size that she wants. She might say small, but she doesn't really want them small like that, if that makes sense. So basically whatever I was doing for her, we just kept doing that. And she's gotten this color in ombre, in blondes, and now we're doing this one. And she got them in a different color, you know, back then as well. But yes, I'm going to be showing you how I do them. I mean, if you're a beginner, this might be helpful to you, just because I don't really, this is not really my strength when it comes to, you know, hairstyling and stuff like that. As you see, I'm done prepping my hair. I'm mixing both of the colors. I'm going to intertwine them basically. So this is what I'm going to feed in as I braid, and I'm using color 613 and color 27. I used ruler braiding hair for the blondes. And then for the 613, which is lighter blonde, I forgot some more hair I used, but I saw some hair left in my storage room and I just ended up using it just because she wanted the color, and she booked like I think 2 days or a day before. And you know, I was just glad I was able to find it. I guess I was saving it somewhere, I don't know why. But yeah, we have our pattern. This is how I part my hair. That is how we normally do hers. I mean when she comes to me and she showed me a picture of what she wants, that is how it looks to me. So now I am going to start. So earlier, that is what earlier on the braid prepper, that is what I use when I to fit in basically. But to start, I use like an extremely smaller piece of hair that you're going to see me do as we go. So I think when it comes to this hairstyle, your parts are very, they're very, very important. So first I'm going to pass the hair without edge control, and then after that I'm going to go ahead and add my edge control, and then continue making a very, very straight line, just because when you're braiding, you don't want any hair bugging you from the left or the right or anything like that. And also the ruler braiding hair that I used was 30 inches, and I would not. So 30 inches is not really butt length, but there is the way I did it that made that extended the length. So basically when I was done, I just kept fitting in braid as I was braiding. Just the way you fit in, just the way you do your box braids, and you get to like the middle, you end up adding hair just to extend it. That was what I did for this style. And then for the 613, I used expression braiding hair. And there's this one hair that I use. I don't know what it's called, but I know I got the hair like a very, very like a while ago, because when she asked me for the color that she wanted, I was like, I don't think I have that color. And she was going to, you know, go back to ombre. But then, I mean, I was cleaning up because again, I'm moving to Dallas by the end of the month. So I was like, oh, I do have something. Just while I was texting her, I saw the hair and I was like, okay, I do have the color that you want. So that was how we were able to do this here. And I wasn't really looking at the pack, and plus the pack was very plain. Again, it was very, very old, so I can't remember what hair I used for the 613, but I think you can use any 613 hair if you want to get this, like, you know, color and stuff like that. And sorry guys, I'm talking really fast, I don't know why, but that's how I talk. But if you have any questions, and you know, just ask me and I will definitely answer your question. And I do have this comb on my website. I don't think I have it on my website yet, but it is coming pretty soon. And also the edge control as well, I will be having that on my site very, very soon. I was just testing to make sure that it's really, really good, and clearly it looks really, really nice. The comb is nice, and as well as the edge control. So now I am done patting my client. I'm going to go ahead and just tie the one on the right, just so that, you know, I can have more space and it's cleaner. It's just like that. So it's easier for me to part and then start braiding. This is how it's looking like right now. And now we're going to get into braiding. Again, if you have any tips and anything like that, I'm always willing to learn. So let me know how I can get better if you feel like I am doing something off or something wrong. Again, I've only done this style maybe like 3 times. I don't know why, but just it's on my website. It's a book, but I don't really post like enough of it, just because I don't really get a lot of this type appointments. I always get locks and braids and twists and all that stuff. But for some reason I actually don't get this one. But I've had her like 5 times. But when I do her, when she gets her hair done, I don't really like take pictures all the time. I don't know why. I just don't take pictures all the time. And some of my clients, I don't want to really take pictures like that, which is totally fine with me. But she sometimes I don't even ask them. I just forget myself. So it's not even about them. Sometimes I just forget to take pictures. So yes, like this style is basically, how you're not really confident about something, but then when you end up doing it, they end up liking it like really, really well. And you're like, oh, okay. I'm glad you do like it. But personally, to me, it's not really my strength. But she loves it, and she came back like to get the same hairstyle like 5 or 6 times. So clearly she likes it, and she likes it when I do them. I would hope so. But yes, now we're done. I'm gonna clear the area, make sure everything is looking nice and smooth. And I'm also I was using the edge control brush. And now we're going to start braiding. So before I start doing any fitting of any kind, I am just going to start braiding my client natural hair first. Just like you do your cornrow, but I'm going to start with a very tiny piece of my client's natural hair. Yes, guys, I'm even struggling, but this is the piece that I'm going to start with when after I braid my client's natural hair. So yeah, I fit in like 3 of those really, really tiny pieces, and then I'm going to start with the ones that you see on my comb. So I'm gonna braid. I'm just gonna be confident and just braid it. Just like that. And then I am going to start fitting my client's natural hair with the piece that you saw me. You see the difference between the ones that I'm using right now and the ones on the comb. The ones on the left are pretty very, very skinny, while the ones on the comb are basically thicker than the ones on the left. So that is what I start with, just so we have a nice transition, so that it's not looking like too bulky towards the starts of the feeding braids, because you don't want them to look that way. You want them to just have like a nice smooth transition. So braid your client natural hair first, and then you start fading in. And that is how I do. I don't know how you guys do yours. If you have any tips, let me know. But this is how I do mine, and this is how I've been doing it for her, and she keeps coming back. So I'm guessing she likes the way they look. But I know for a fact that I do want to get better. And I'm definitely working on that as well. And I'm open to, you guys tips or anything like that. So now I'm gonna start fitting my clients braids. I was thinking that I would not really need so much of this fitting as I was going. But to cover your client's natural hair, like my client natural hair is clearly color 1B, you have to just keep adding, just so that the natural hair is not showing so much, because it just throws the color off basically. Like if your clients want to get all blonde, you just want the hair to be majority blonde, if that makes sense. If anything, the root would just be like dark, just so it has like a very nice transition. But you don't want the rest of the braids to be dark, because I don't know, to me that do not personally look good to me. But if you're using black hair for your clients, I guess you can pass and you can do what you want to do, because your client's hair is black, and then the braiding hair is black as well. But my client's hair is black, but then she wanted a blonde type of look. So that's the reason why I just had to keep adding on, just so that I don't run out of hair, and so that natural hair is not showing so much all through the video. And yes, we are done with the first fitting braids. And after this, I'm also gonna add one more, I think so, as I start braiding, just so just so it's like firm and just nice basically. So now that I'm done, I might not show you guys how I added the rest of the hair to extend the length. That's because it's my first time filming this video, so it was really, really hard for me to film and catch every single thing that I was doing. I guess the main point was for me to show you guys how I pattern and make all these pattern lines, as well as how I feed in my own feeding braids Well, I think that'll be all for now when it comes to information and details. If you have any extra questions, feel free to send me a direct message. I do have the link to I do have my Instagram name at the end of this video, even before the video, and I also have it in my description box. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Again, as you're seeing me braiding right now, feel free to also add edge control as you're braiding, just so everything can go in and just, so it can be smooth, so that your client's hair or any hair at all is not sticking out. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Also, let me know what you guys think, guys. Okay, thank you.